Okay, today we're going to be talking about how God is as the light, which means he is exactly the same as light, but is not light. What I'm about to show you will become very plain. I'm about to show you some videos which will literally blow your mind. But first, let me tell you how light works and how you see and how energy affects objects. Okay. I'm about to tell you where dust comes from and everything. So, most physics will tell you that everything is atomistic and things like that. Another person on YouTube says there's no such thing as atomistic or particles. They're both incorrect. Matter and energy are separate. All particles are matter and all matter is particles, and energy rotates matter clockwise or counterclockwise, which is forward or backwards, which is how matter moves. But there is a difference. If you're viewing an object, let's say 20 feet away, no photons are hitting your eye. Here is the explanation. Energy, let's just talk about green plant leaves, chlorophyll. It's green. We're just going to go with that. This is a basic example. White light hits a green leaf. The energy that goes into that is at the green frequency, which is what we can see, spirals into the matter. The matter then immediately is overloaded and shoots energy back out, because all plants are absorbing energy and then shooting it back out. It is not reflected, it is absorbed. Too much energy is absorbed, and so it is re-released. Now, it is re-released, it's accepted as an electromagnetic form, which turns into electricity, which causes an Ouroboros torus field, which then shoots out an EM field signature of the green plant that it just went through. So the signal hitting it is absorbed and then immediately re-ejected as green light. Now, photons kind of do exist, but the matter, energy, as I've said, has no speed limit, and CERN shows this by they only run it at 98% the speed of light, because if they hit the speed of light, which is really the speed of matter, energy will leave the matter and the matter gets left behind and seems to disappear. It doesn't, it just deflates. So energy hits a leaf and it shoots back a signal, a digital electromagnetic spiral of energy. Now, air does not get heated up by radiation, otherwise we'd all be dead. Air does not accept radiation frequencies, and so the signal from the plant passes through the air and the electrical signal hits the back of your eye, because you have a digital heads-up display, which is your vision inside your head. You have no vision. You accept an electromagnetic signal to the back of your eye and it is turned into a picture in our brain. So no photons are flying through space. It's an electromagnetic vortex to wave, rolling wave signal that is fired out by the plant or anything that you can see. Energy affects matter, makes it vibrate, send out a signal, it hits your eye, it's turned back into the picture. It is not affected by air. Radiation does not affect air, it only affects objects. So that is both light and heat. So our air doesn't get heated up, but it also, no air is hit by a light signal sent by a plant. Okay, otherwise you would not see it, you wouldn't see anything. So dust accumulates around an object because those are the photons. Photons are shot out, but they're immediately left behind, which is why everything is coming to dust. Energy leaves matter, and if matter is not then re-energized, it turns to dust. So anybody saying that photons kind of don't exist is wrong. Anybody who says that photons travel for thousands of miles is wrong. The signal is copied, fired back out, matter goes with it. The signal leaves the matter because it's traveling faster than the speed of light, or at the speed of light due to the medium that we are in of the air, and then hits your eye, and then is turned back into a light signal that we can view as vision. So yeah, matter accumulates around the object that light comes off. That's the dust you see. So there we go. That's how light works. Energy hits an object, copies the signal and fires it back out so you can see the object. Anybody who says anything different is incorrect. So now I'm going to show you light traveling through a glass of water which has become a lens. I'm going to give you all the dimensions in a minute of how far away the light is, what the angle is, and what the angle of the light dispersion as it leaves the water. So that's going to take a little while to set up, because I thought I better do that if I'm being scientific. I need you to be able to recreate what I've done. It's very simple, but someone's going to complain that I haven't put up any numbers. So I'm going to go away now that I've explained exactly what light is. It's just a signal, and it leaves the matter behind, which is dust. We are now going to look at light through a glass of water, and you really are going to be totally amazed. You can see everything from the anchor to the serpent over the anchor to UFOs to the Red Skull to every Avenger mask to Cyclops to Egyptian sarcophagi to the baby Jesus to Jesus on the cross as the anchor with a rainbow halo. You are not going to believe what you're about to see. Anyway, here's the dimensions of what I'm doing. Okay, so here's the dimensions. I've done it in inches just to make life a little easier for me. The glass of water is just in a standard round topped wine glass, not a flute, not a white wine glass, just a red wine glass. We are 36 inches to the top of the glass at the center. The glass is 6.5 inches high, table's about 27, I don't know, but you need 36 inches to the top of the glass. The top of the light bulb, or the center of the light bulb, is 60 inches high from the floor, and I am approximately 67 inches away from the light source. So I've drawn this relatively to scale. To my 36 inches, my 60 inches and 67 inches, and I've gone through the center of the glass, which is what the water is doing, and I've just checked the angle because I can hold a piece of paper up and you'll see a direct line straight into the center of the glass, and it is a deflection angle of 22.5 degrees, which is a Fibonacci angle. There is also another beam that goes straight through. This is the wings, the wing waves. You'll see these are on top, way above the anchor that you're going to see. So something is actually going straight through or being redeflected. I'm not quite sure why, but it literally goes straight through with no deflection. So I'm thinking that might be the counterclockwise. Yeah, because counterclockwise, when rotating clockwise, ends up going straight, but clockwise, when going clockwise, spirals off into the 22.5 degree angle, is my understanding. So yeah, when it rotates clockwise but one's rotating counterclockwise, the counterclockwise goes straight and the clockwise spins around it. Now we're going to see in the video, when I show you the anchor and the face, you'll see, because I'm moving this piece of paper in and out, you can see, there's millions of fine lines of light, which shows the complete distribution. I've got a rubbish camera phone, so I do apologize. With a really excellent camera that I can't afford, I'd be able to show you every single line of light. You can see it with your eyes, so you can check it yourself, but it would be really excellent if somebody else could do this as well. Give me the credit. I just want to know. All you have to say is, I got this from Scientifically. Any money you make from it, you keep. I don't want it. I just want you to tell where you got it, because I've told where I've got it, which is God. So no, you may not use this kind of theory and say it's yours. You must say where you got it from. That's all I want. All I want you to say, Scientifically, I got it from him. He says I'm allowed to do whatever I want with it, and you'll be fine. Other than that, try and steal it, and we've got some problems. So go ahead and do this, and here we go with showing you what's going down with light travel. Okay, I'm just going to talk while we're going through it because there's no sort of video. Now, God is as the light because matter covers energy, and you can't see light unless there's energy within matter giving off a signal. So when God says he is as the light, it means when you see the things that you see in light, he is the same. So right in the front there, you got your anchor. There is the cross of God. That is the cross of God. That is the cross of light that energy takes when it comes through an inertial plane, it must spin out in 2 liters, clockwise and counterclockwise. They must cross at the inertia line, and then they become inverted and reflected. So you've got your impulsion V and your expulsion A shape. Now I've got a full glass of water, a half glass of water, and then I'm stretching the waveform by bending the paper. The bottom little wrinkly bit at the bottom in the center there, I think that's something to do with the glass where the stem meets. So I'm not too worried about that bottom bit, or it might just be more vortices coming out showing the light, but I'm kind of believing that it's part of the glass. But you can definitely see the vortex coming out at the bottom, and then you've got your circle and V at the top. And as we move away, you can see the anchor on the left with the full glass of water. I'm sure that's something to do with shaman stuff. I'm sure I've seen that picture before, so I'm not 100% certain what kind of shape that is. But that's full glass of water. We've got a half glass of water, and then we've got about a half to 3/4 where I'm stretching it. So on the left there, you've got that big white light is the inverse reflection of the water, and basically it makes up like a top hat. Now my computer's starting to act really weird because I've got so many videos kind of going on at the same time here. I've put up captions for everything, and it is well worth watching this entire video to the end just for the things that I point out and the things that I see. So my screen is actually messing up while I'm trying to talk. And we got the Red Skull there in the middle from, you know, Marvel Comics. Now I took still shots of the middle one there while it's wobbling, and in there is the cyclops, there's bird faces, there's skull faces, there's all kinds of things going on. And if you've got a step-by-step video that you could slow this down and stop and have a look at it, you can step through and see pretty much every facial shape that there ever was. Because God is everything. God is as the light, and so he may change his appearance to whatever he feels like. God is as the light. So all that this is doing, the changing of shapes, the inversions, the creation, is what God is. So not only have I explained how light travels today, and you know the real explanation, but this also explains the scripture of God is as the light, and from his hand horns protrude, and this is the hiding of his power. So I'm just going to leave it there. There's lots of fantastic stuff ahead, so I'd recommend watching it to the end and then practicing trying this yourself, because it was amazing. I was sat there for maybe 2 hours. I could have been there all day. It would have been nice to have some kind of studio set up with really good cameras, but there's no denying the anchor, and later on in the video I bring in the winged V's that are above it, and you get the anchor with a snake above it. Looks like a hooded snake. Whether or not you can see it, well, that's up to you. But it's definitely there. And then obviously we've got, there's the Mother Mary, picture of baby Jesus in the manger, all kinds of really weird things, and easily shown as to be a UFO. I could have blacked this out and made a fake UFO video. It was that strange. So I'm going to leave you with it. This is how light travels. This is how light goes through an inertial plane, and every picture here can be corresponded to Egyptian mythology, tons of other mythology, history, religion, and what I'm doing, science. Science has basically told you nothing, and they give you triangular prisms which don't show you anything. So start working with some convex lenses and you will see exactly what light does when it goes through an inertial plane. There we go, you got a magical wizard hat. You wonder where that came from? So yeah, so what we're looking at now, this would be the hood of the snake coming down. That would be it bending over the anchor, which is just below. So that's why I'm saying play around with this yourself and have a go, because there's some things in the video that I haven't caught that I've noticed, but it's just unbelievable really. So I'm changing between glasses here. I think this is a full glass. Yeah. But that would be the hooded snake coming down. I should have used the other glass of water. So experiment with different sizes of water. You'll get a different shape. But again, obviously you can see the vortex at the bottom there coming from the dome, which then goes into the V to A at the bottom. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks very much. My name is Lee, and I follow the Christ Jesus and his teachings and His commandments. And all of this was given to me in visions by God in 2014. And every experiment I do is just absolutely fun. So yeah, that's about it for this video. Please try it yourself. It's so much fun. I'm just sat in my kitchen faffing around, not doing a great deal, and suddenly I'm looking down and there's the anchor in the stem of the glass. So okay, here we go with the 3/4 full of water. I'm going to leave it here because otherwise I'll just keep talking. I'm going to leave you to just think on your own. Thanks very much. My name is Lee and I follow Jesus.